Witness the lifting of the veil on one of broadcasting's greatest mysteries as we join Andrew Marr in search of Mornington Crescent.
Mornington Crescent. Only a game. Or is it? Every year, the BBC Sports and Parlour Games Department gets one question asked again and again, more times than any other. The question: why, oh why, do you not broadcast the definitive rules of Mornington Crescent? For reasons too complex to go into here, these pleas have always been ignored. That is, until now. So why the change of heart? Well, because this summer, for the first time in living memory, the people of UK Great Britain have been gripped by what can only be called Mornington Crescent fever, or Mornington Crescent mania, or frenzy. But whatever you call it, the nation has been gripped by it, and with very good reason.
Great Portland Street.
It's been called the most exciting game of Mornington Crescent ever played.
Sloane Square.
The climax of the 2005 series against Australia.
Buckingham. Good on you, mate!
5 days of mounting tension had the entire nation on the edge of its seats as the fortunes of the game went first this way and then that.
Queensway.
At times, the Australian tourists seemed to gain the upper hand, only for the home side to rally and dig deep to resist the shattering onslaught.
Elephant and Castle, Marble Arch.
On the fourth day, rain threatened to disrupt play, but luckily the contest was taking place indoors. This time, nobody was going to get wet. Then, on day 5, with a home wind well and truly on the cards, the visitors complained about the light. The teams agreed to switch to lager, and play was resumed.
Mornington Crescent.
The rest is history. The victorious team riding on the top of a bus through Trafalgar Square, spraying the crowds with champagne, dancing in the streets, stumbling into number 10 Downing Street, and even embracing the Prime Minister before the police could catch them. Everyone was bitten by the Mornington Crescent bug. I know it bit me. And almost overnight everyone was clamouring to play the game, and most importantly, to learn the rules. In this programme, we aim to give you the official version of those rules, a task that's proved surprisingly more difficult than you might think.
I've heard of some of the rules, but I don't know how to employ them, no.
I've listened to it many times on the radio and I can't work the rules out at all.
Beats me. I haven't got a clue.
I think it's something to do with the tube map, but other than that, I've not managed to fathom it out at all.
I've gone online and had a try, but I get totally lost anyway, so it doesn't really help me.
I've tried to play it and I don't understand it.
No, I follow only the Italian TV.
Dead people and breakfast food? I'm not sure.
Never heard of it.
Like most people, I've played a simple family version of Mornington Crescent, in the car on long drives, or on rainy holiday afternoons, or as an icebreaker at a wedding or memorial service. But I've certainly never played at a really competitive level, and the reason's quite simple. Like almost all amateur players, I don't really know all the rules.
I suppose most people know one or two rules, enough to allow them to play a simple game, or they may know the legendary trick opening of Fool's Crescent. That's where even a complete novice can guarantee to win the game in 2 moves.
As well as being a household name as an expert on Victorian contraptions, Adam Hart-Davis is also a part-time games expert. The game clearly has a real history, like chess, so there must be a way that I, a completely ignorant novice, could be taught how to master its intricacies.
Of course, there's no way a completely ignorant novice could be taught how to master the intricacies of the game, not even if he or she went right back to the beginning, to the father of the game, N.F. Stavold. It was in 1782 that Stavold published the first Mornington Crescent Almanac, still affectionately referred to as Willesden. In it, he formulated the rules of the MCC, And as first president, he was also responsible for choosing the colours for the members' blazers and ties, tasselled hats and socks, and he also specified the length of their hair, moustaches and teeth. And he was also the one who dictated their diet, their religion, their politics and their choice of wives.
So, to sum up, it was N.F. Stovald who invented the rules. Adam Hart Davis again.
It's commonly assumed that N.F. Stovald invented the rules, but he didn't. No, he recorded them. He was just the first person to write them down. The rules already existed from way back, but precisely where they first came from is lost in the mists of time.
I'm the current holder of the Mornington Crescent Regional Championship title, North East Region, Monday to Thursdays.
Graham Garden. If anyone's able to explain the rules of the game, it ought to be him.
To understand the rules properly, well, where to start? There's so many of them. OK. Play always progresses to the left, and then continues in the normal figure-of-8 pattern, and that's it. So apart from... Oh, no, hang on. I did a documentary for Radio 3 on the history of the game a few years back, and I think we covered the rules in that.
I'm nearing the peak of Ben Cruachan, highest of the range of hills that stand guard here over the mouth of Glen Orchy. On a day like this, when the wind cuts like a knife, driving the rain like a whip, you might think there is no more unlikely place to be looking for the rules of Mornington Crescent. And you'd be right. So I'm off home.
Single to Marble Arch, please.
There we are. That'll be £237.50, please.
Would you take plastic?
I just pop it in the recycling bin.
All right.
I see you've been away up the brae.
Yes, I have. It's for the children.
Aye.
I didn't realise the Northern Line came this far north.
Oh, you'd be surprised a number of London folk buys a ticket to Oban. Aye, it's a careless diction, I blame.
On the long underground journey south to London, I caught up on my reading. On the seat beside me, quite by chance, I found a discarded copy of the Mornington Crescent magazine, dated April 1947. Leafing through it, I was soon almost asleep, when an article struck my attention. In it, Gilbert Harding laid out the complete rules of Mornington Crescent in great detail. I couldn't be bothered to read the whole thing, but I noticed a photo of Berwick Abbey, which we were just passing at the time, and so, on a whim, I pulled the emergency stop, paid the fine, and stepped lightly from the train. Here, in the great vault of Berwick Abbey, we find a clue to the earliest trace of the rules. I'm with the present librarian, Walter Pugh, and what we are actually looking at is the legendary Book of Kells.
Yes, it was the work of Brother Kenneth, who was deputy abbot in Berwick in about 800 AD. Kenneth was known to the other brothers here as Kell, and the Abbey records are full of references to that Book of Kells.
And it certainly is a beautiful thing.
Yes. Have you got gloves?
Yes, look, I bought these old gardening gloves. And here, on this page here, there it is.
There it is. The Mappa Mundi.
Tell me about it.
Oh, I thought you'd be interested.
Well, yes, I am interested, truly, in the Mappa Mundi. I mean, tell me about it.
Well, as the name implies, the Mappa Mundi was designed as an early form of weekly planner. Indeed, not unlike modern diaries, it has several useful extra features. A Saxon-Norman conversion table, how many cubits to the groat and so on, a list of apothecaries open at weekends, the phases of the moon, and this route map.
And scholars now believe that encoded in this route map are the earliest clues to the rules of Crescent of Mornington.
That's right.
And it's also wonderfully illuminated. The colours are as fresh today.
Oh, careful.
Oh, it's all right, so beside her.
Oh.
This is fascinating. You know, I must take a photocopy of this.
Oh, sir, I'm afraid we don't.
No, it's all right. I don't need the whole page. It's hard to believe that I am now holding in my hand the earliest recorded copy of the rules of Mornington Crescent. And here we are. Rule 1.
For some reason, the rest of the reel is taken up with a recording of tape running off the end of a spool. At this point, it would be as well to remind ourselves of the importance the game still has in our modern sporting world. The BBC's Barry Davies has commentated on everything from league matches to cup finals, from the World Cup to the Olympics, and has also covered football.
Well, to understand the rules properly, you have to decide first what version you're playing. A lot of people forget just how much heated argument there's been over the game in recent years. I mean, the old rivalry between Mornington Crescent Union and Mornington Crescent League shows no signs of going away. The handicapping system, however, has resolved a lot of the problems in the professional game. So now we have people competing on a level playing field, whether they're heavyweight, lightweight, paperweight, pieweight or Notting Hill weight.
I visited distinguished Mornington historian and one of the acknowledged masters of the modern game, Humphrey Littleton. I followed the secret directions to Humph's country home, an address which turned out to be an Elizabethan manor house set in a rolling parkland estate just outside Surrey. It was no surprise that the door was opened by a butler in full livery. Good afternoon.
Who's at the front door, Littleton?
It's me, sir.
Are you talking to someone?
You have a visitor, sir.
Show him in.
Mr. Cry will see you now, sir.
Actually, it was you that I wanted to see.
You'll find him in the library, sir, filed alphabetically.
No, I'd rather talk to you.
Oh, they all say that, sir.
Actually, I'd rather assume that this was your home.
It is, sir.
I mean, that you owned it. I didn't realise that you were Barry Cryer's butler.
It isn't something one advertises, sir.
No. All right, can you tell me about the rules of Mornington Crescent?
I suppose so. For the usual fee.
Not having any money about my person, it was lucky for me that Humph was prepared to accept the gift of a vintage cash register by way of reward. Our discussion covered every possible fascinating historical aspect of the great game. On one occasion, Humph and his customary playing companions were kind enough to recreate a game of Mornington Crescent as it might have been played in the Middle Ages. Here it is.
It's believed that when London was just a small village, it would have been possible for players to actually move around physically, shouting out their moves as they went. With the aid of modern technology, it's now possible to recreate the conditions of medieval play. Our three regular modern-day players travelled on foot and moped around the city. Oh, hang on a minute. They travelled on foot and moped around the city. Graham Garden made the first move.
Well, here I am outside Camden Town Tube Station, so that'll be my opening gambit. Camden Town. Tim.
Right. Off I go. I'm on my trusty moped, and in front of me, on the handlebars, I've got the knowledge board, which contains the full list of possible destinations and the shorter version of the travelling rules. Now, let me see.
Oi, watch where you're going, mate.
Okay, sorry.
Hello?
Barry, hello? Willston Green.
Hello? Who's that?
Tim.
No, he's not here, sorry.
Who's that?
Barry.
No, it's Tim.
Tim, hang on, I've got a phone call for you.
Never mind that. Willston Green.
What?
Your move.
Taxi.
Elephant and Castle, please.
You're that Barry Cryer, is that?
Yes.
Hey, laugh? No, I never liked you myself. But to be fair, I'll tell you what. My wife, she's funnier than you.
Elephant and Castle and less of your lip.
Certainly, Squire. Sorry if I spoke out of turn. Here, them asylum seekers.
What about them?
They get a rotten deal, don't they? Me and my fella caddies, we're having a whip round to pay for a party to cheer them all up. down the local centre. Salt of the earth, them asylum seekers, and no mistake.
Just a minute. You're not a real cab driver, are you?
How very observant of you, Mr. Cryer.
Help! I'm being abducted. En route to Elephant and Castle. Just passing Waterloo. Repeat, just...
This strange turn of events gave everyone at the time pause for thought. Could it be that someone was trying to prevent the rules of the great game being broadcast? As it turned out, Barry Cryer's apparent abduction was to do with an unrelated matter, and once one or two misunderstandings had been smoothed out and money had changed hands, no more was said. Nevertheless, it does appear that London's taxi drivers are very protective of the rules of what they see as their game, what they call the knowledge.
The Royal and Ancient Order of Cabbies have always had a very special interest in the game.
Tim Brooke-Taylor is seen as a keen amateur historian and golfer.
Quiet, please. 4.
Well shot.
Yes, the cabbies were the ones who preserved the rules and traditions of the game during what became known as the Great Suppression. This happened during the brief Commonwealth under Oliver Cromwell's protectorship, and it was Cromwell's persecution that, to all intents and purposes, drove Mornington Crescent underground, where it has stayed, in a very real sense, ever since. Actually, it's believed that Mornington Crescent was banned by Cromwell, like bear baiting and fox hunting, not for the suffering inflicted on the animals, but for the pleasure it brought to the people. Hole in one!
In time came the Restoration. The gaming houses were reopened across the land, and a new age of Mornington Crescent mania began. In the newly licensed theatres, plays were put on to celebrate the invention of new gaming moves, a prime example being the Bromley by Bow stratagem by Arthur Farquhar. In this extract, the parts are taken by Sir Michael Gambon and Dame Judi Dench.
My lady!
Fie! My lord grope lightly. What brings you to this lady's chamber?
My 2 stout legs conveyed me hither, as true as they carried me from the Charing Cross, and that as quick as silver.
A pretty wit, and neatly put.
Would that I wot were pretty, were but wit enough to put it neatly. Where I wit, I would put that what I wot were wit. I find the lady alone, and in that jocund mood, I will sport with her. La, my lady Fastermode, did I not spy you this very noon abroad in Chancery Lane?
Why, that signifies not a thing. For is not Chancery Lane but a bound to Holland Park?
A very bound indeed, and thence mayhap a spring to Blackfriars. You must needs be nimble to match my pace.
I match your pace or pace your match, as readily as I would thatch your pate.
She would distract me, but I'll parry and confound her with a thrust from whence she least expects.
I heard that.
Damn.
Temper the violence of your mood, my lord, I pray, lest I may take myself to Regent's Park in a fit of contrition.
Then hie us to Covent Garden, madam. What say you to that?
Mornington Crescent.
You bitch!
At this point, we can take a rest from spelling out the rules of the game and follow up a fascinating sideline.
I have here a newspaper cutting dated 1873.
Tim Brooke-Taylor.
In it, there is mention of 2 great towering figures in the game's history, Lady Ottoline Worrell and Sir Ferdinand Thompson. Worrell and Thompson announced in the press that they had recently married and were proposing to set up a hostelry serving food to the gentry. Whether Worrell and Thompson succeeded, whether they had any offspring, and whether their culinary skills passed down to future generations, we shall never know. To find out more, we consulted TV chef Ainsley Harriott. He was busy and referred us to fellow television kitchen meister Anthony Worrell Thompson.
Actually, to understand the rules properly, you really have to understand the kind of food that players traditionally enjoyed during play. In fact, the game has had a profound effect on British cuisine over the years.
That would explain quite a lot.
Yes, it does. Some of our so-called laws of cookery can be traced directly to the rules of Mornington Crescent.
So, if you understand cooking...
You understand the game, and vice versa. I mean, you would never serve shepherd's bush pie immediately after a plate of East ham. You'd be in nip.
Right.
And if you see a diagonal start on the menu, like barbican spare ribs, you know exactly what's bound to be coming next.
Which would be?
Elephant and casserole.
Of course. So what are you whipping up here?
This is cock fosters. It's a bit like coq au vin, but in place of wine you use lager. We'll serve that on a bed of Kensal rice with some Parsons greens. The girls over there are preparing the greens.
I suppose they're in season, are they?
No, they always walk that way. And here I'm preparing the pièce de résistance, Tufnell pork.
That looks wonderful. Is it very difficult?
You've really got to have top quality ingredients. You want 4 to 5 sheets of skag end of belly pork, about an imperial kilogram, 6 eating potatoes, 1 packet of instant carrot, 1 small onion, 6 other small onions, 3 or 4 parsleys, and a knob of pepper.
Then you just cook it, do you?
No. First you line a medium-sized baking dish with pastry. If you don't have real pastry, you can just roll out a stock cube. Then you want to mince the eel halves and haddock shreds together with the turnip and form into torpedoes. Spit roast over a barbecue, Mark 7, Chapter 15. Then prepare the custard separately and serve cold. Language, please. I've warned you about that before, dear.
Although several archive recordings of the game do exist, the earliest known actual broadcast of Mornington Crescent being played was during cricket coverage. This rare footage features legendary commentators Arthur Pink and Bernard Little at the Oval in 1921.
Kensal rice.
Oh, yes, that is terribly good, but, I know, Tooting Broadway.
Aha, you fall into my clever trap. Buckingham Gate.
Oh, my lord, yes, that was clever. I'm not sure I can parry that. Oh, look, saved by the sunshine. The rain has stopped, the covers are coming off, and the cricket can recommence.
And, yes, at last play will resume in this, the final test against India.
And with the MCC chasing India's total of 468 declared, England's hopes rest with team captain Donald Gardner and opening bat Geoffrey Hiscock as they take up their positions at the crease. I expect you can hear the crowd expressing their appreciation as Gardner gives Hiscock a friendly wave from the gasworks end.
It was a bold decision of Gardner to open the batting with Hiscock.
Yeah, well, yes, indeed. A lesser man might have saved Hiscock until later.
But what a wonderful find Hiscock has been for Gardner.
Oh, yes. A fine fellow who is the life and soul of any party. I met the team at their hotel last evening and found the head waiter playing ping-pong with Hiscock.
And as Putna Shankarandri runs in to bowl his first delivery, and oh my goodness, Hiscock is out.
Oh, well, the ball glanced off the top edge of the bat, and the wicket-keeper caught Hiscock from behind as it flicked over his shoulder.
Well, what can poor Gardner do now but watch in horror as the umpire points Hiscock towards the pavilion?
Oh, dear me. Well, as Gardner watches a consolation kiss bestowed on Hiscock by a lady in the pavilion enclosure, there'll be a short delay as the number 3 gets himself padded up. So, where were we in our game of Mornington Crescent, Bernard?
I believe I was going to Turnham Green.
My word, oh dear. Well, you could take that 2 ways.
Steady, old boy.
Quite by chance, it turned out that the object of this programme, the definitive rules of Mornington Crescent, came to light not in an old book, but hidden away where no one was ever expected to find them. The rules had lain undiscovered and undisturbed for many years, and in fact it was only last January, when the BBC TV engineers were wiping old tapes to record the Flogget archive, that they discovered and very nearly destroyed a short sequence from an Open University broadcast from 1977. It was a recording of Cambridge mathematopian Dr. Todd Gruce explaining a newly discovered and sensational mathological proof.
Today we'll see how modern ways of thinking can lead us to unexpected solutions. One outstanding example being the notorious case of Fairlop's last theorem.
Obvious when you think about it. Dr. Groos is referring to the work of Jean-Baptiste Fairlop, the 18th century Belgian arithmetarian. Careful attention to Groos's lucid, open university explanation makes everything at last perfectly clear.
So, what do we find as we come with fresh eyes to Fairlop's mysteriously unprovable equation? Leicester squared plus Sloane squared equals Trafalgar squared. It has long been maintained, though never proved, that this does not apply for any square north of Leicester. We can represent this graphically like this. Or, if we prefer, like this. You will see that using Poke's differential, we can now construct the equation theta equals delta Leicester over delta Sloane times constant c squared. We can go on to rationalize this equation, but only by using quantum trigonometry, chaos theory, and a whole other piece of chalk. Fortunately, the calculation time can be almost halved if we enlist the aid of this portable home computer. To save even more time, here are the result cards we punched out earlier this year. And here at last is Fairlop's proof, which lays out a simple-to-grasp version of the straight rules of Mornington Crescent, punched out as plain as day on these 4 cards. Here they are. Card 1, Card 2, Card 3, and Card 4.
And there we have it. Now, there's no excuse for any of us not to play up, and play the game. Goodbye.
Lower Regent Street.
Oh, Mill Hill Broadway.
Ah, now I understand it. Yes, I see now, yeah.
Tooting Beck.
Beck. Charles Square.
Oh, that's how it's played.
Stamford Bridge.
Morden.
Oh, I see. Thank you. I was so baffled before.
Euston Road.
Oh boy, I'm cornered. Wait. Totteridge.
Oh, so that's how it's played.
Swiss Cottage.
Plastow.
Plastow?
Oh, for goodness sake, is that how it's played? Get it now.
Well, all I can do is Marylebone.
Camden Town.
Oh!
Well, I never.
In Search of Mornington Crescent was written and researched by Graham Garden, with contributions from Ian Pattinson. The programme featured Barry Cryer, Graham Garden, Tim Brooke-Taylor, Humphrey Littleton, Simon Greenall, Barry Davis, Anthony Worrell-Thompson, Sir Michael Gambon, and Dame Judi Dench. It was produced by John Naismith and was a random production for BBC Radio 4.
Armour's Grove.
Mornington Crescent.
Don't think so.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Littleton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the programme that holds a mirror up to nature and then proceeds to give it a rather embarrassing haircut. Once again, we're coming to you from Edinburgh, the splendid capital city of Scotland, which thrill seekers come every year to enjoy the festival and to catch a glimpse of its remarkable tattoo. Incidentally, thrill seekers hoping to catch a glimpse of my remarkable tattoo do so by private appointment only. Please welcome our regular teams today. On my right, Willie Rushton and Tim Brooke-Taylor. And on my left, Graham Garden and Barry Cryer. And please give a very warm Scots way hey for the lady who looks after the points, the delightful Samantha. We're going to start off with a round called Translations. In this round, teams, I shall present you each with some tricky foreign words or phrases that I'd like you please to translate. I'm going to start with you, Tim. Film noir. French.
Film noir. You forgot to take the cap off the camera again.
Willie, it's another French one here for you. La Dame aux Camélias.
That's Lady Camel Hair Porker Bowls. More Francais.
Barry, bonsai.
Dyslexic kamikaze pilot.
Graham, here's one for you. Jihad.
Jihad is what fundamentalist cowboys yell.
Jihad! Donner and Blitzen, which is kebab and the runs.
Petite shows, your flies are open.
El Dorado. Didn't seem like a good idea at the beginning.
Translation of Snickers is Spanties.
It's time now for a very enjoyable round called Pick Up Song. In this round, teams, Samantha and myself will be operating something of a discotheque, to use the modern parlance, with the aid of my gramophone and several long players. We'll play each of you a song to which you should attempt to sing along. By some sensitive adjustments to my volume knob, at a completely random point the sound will disappear. If on its return you're within a couple of semi-quavers of the original, I shall be awarding points, and points mean prizes. What do points mean? Prizes! I thought it'd be better north of the border. Today's prize is the natural successor to the video series Workout with Jane Fonda. It's called Sleep In with Oliver Reed. Okay, now, Willie, you can start, and I'd like you to accompany Noel Harrison singing Windmills of Your Mind.
Round like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning, never spinning reel.
He sings worse than his father. On a carnival balloon, like a carousel that's turning, throwing rings around the moon, like a clock whose hands are sweeping the minutes of its face. And the world is like an apple whirling silently in space, like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind, like a tunnel. I remember that bit, it was very quick. You're down a hollow to a cavern where the sun has never shone, like a door that keeps revolving in a half-forgotten dream, or the ripples from a pebble someone tosses in a stream, like a clock whose hands are sweeping past the minutes of its space.
Hands are sweeping past the minutes.
I have to give you 10 bonus points for losing touch with it while the music was still playing. Very difficult thing to do. Graham, you're next. Will you please join the Polperro Fishermen's Choir with their memorable rendition of The Happy Wanderer?
It's high, isn't it? Wandering along the mountain track. And as I go, I love to sing my knapsack on my back. Valderi, Valdera, Valderi, Valdera, Valderi, Valdera, my knapsack on my back. I love to wander by the stream that dances in the sun. So joyously it calls to me, come join my... Keep up, keep up.
Tim. Will you please join in singing One Man Went to Mow alongside the nursery singers?
One man went to mow, he went to mow a meadow. One man and his dog. Two men went to mow, they went to mow a meadow. Two men, one man and his dog went to mow a meadow. Three men went to mow, change key, went to mow a meadow. Three men, two men, one man and his dog went to mow a meadow. Four men went to mow, they went to mow a meadow. Four men, three men, two men, one man and his dog went to mow a meadow. Five men went to mow, they went to mow a meadow. Five men, four men, three men, two men, one man and his dog went to mow a meadow. Another hand. Six men went to mow, they went to mow a meadow. Six men, five men, four men, three men, two men, one man and his dog went to mow a meadow. Seven men went to mow, they went to mow a meadow. John! Men, six men, five men, four men, three men, two men, one man and his dog went to mow a meadow. Eight men went to mow, they went to mow a meadow. Eight men went to mow a meadow.
Won't come as any great disappointment to you to know that nobody's won any points yet at all. So it's all up to you, Barry.
Right.
Will you please accompany King Louis from the Jungle Book singing I Want to Be Like You?
The king of the swing is, ooh, the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and had to stop. That's what's bothering me. I want to be a man cub. Stroll right into town and be just like the other men. I'm tired of monkeying around. Booby-doo, I want to be like you. I want to walk like you, talk like you, too. You say it's true, an ape like me can learn to be human too.
Well, according to Samantha, the score... incidentally, did you know that the guy singing that was Louis Prima, very fine New Orleans trumpet player?
I did know that.
You did, yes.
Yes,
I thought
yes,
you would.
Everybody in the room knew that, Humph.
He was very fond of Bad Penny Blues, wasn't he, too?
Yes. Oh, he loved it. He loved it. 10 points to Tim Brooke-Taylor. Our next round is an easy-to-follow game whose rules are neatly explained by its title, Cheddar Gorge. As you would expect, the teams are asked to construct a sentence by each of them uttering one word at a time while taking care not to complete the sentence. To complicate the round unnecessarily, I'd like all the words to start with the same letter.
Oh.
Yep. So you can start, Willie, and the letter is S.
So, Samantha
said
softly.
So.
She
said
sibilantly.
So.
She
sibilant.
Tim, come on.
Swiftly.
Sadly.
Scuttlingly.
Squeakingly.
Sonorously.
Straight.
Surrounding. The ghastly.
Secretly. No more adverbs.
Sideways.
Semicolon.
So.
Stop. Oh! No, we shouldn't end.
Stop. You probably noticed that by saying stop, Tim Brooke-Taylor finished the sentence.
Wouldn't look that way. Very popular member.
I tell you what, though.
Thank you for the £10 note, audience.
There's time for us to have another round of that.
Oh.
But with a different letter, you'll be delighted to hear. The letter H. And we're going to... Who should we start with? We're not going to start with you, for a start. Graham.
Ha.
Ha.
Harry
Huxtable
has
his
hooter
honed
highly
horrendously, hideously. However,
his
handbag
hyphen
handler
has
overtaken. No, I'm just. Has hitched
her
harness
hideously
heavily.
horrendously.
For those of you listening at home, we'll continue. Go on.
Highly happily.
The next game, which is...
Has
Humphrey.
Oh.
I just like wake him up.
I know where I went wrong. Introducing the game in the first place. The next... I beg your pardon? You're the piano player. Do you mind leaving me... I hear Oscar Peterson's not getting much work these days. The next round is called Complete Quotes. In it, teams, I shall give you each the first parts of a well-known saying which I'd like you to complete. Points will be deducted for correct answers. I'm going to start with you, Barry. Some words of Rupert Brooke for you. If I should die, think only this of me.
He's dead.
Graham, we'll go to you next. If a thing's worth doing, it's worth doing...
Isn't it?
Some words, Willie, some words of John Kennedy's for you. And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask...
someone what that last bit meant.
And Tim, appropriately enough, some Shakespeare for you. If music be the food of love...
I'd like the Dagenham Girl Pipers, please.
Barry, we're with John Kennedy again now. Ich bin ein...
Binliner.
Okay, Graham, now some words of Voltaire. If God did not exist, it would be necessary to...
Break it very gently to the Pope.
Willie, mad dogs on an... Snip, snip, snip. Well, we have a thing on this program. There's a thing like the I'm telling the audience something. It's very important. We have a thing like the little dots, like the lid of a packet.
Do be patient.
No, you know when you...
Could be one of your own.
No. Honestly, when you collect the coupons on the top of the cornflakes thing, you've got these little dots where you cut them out. You see, we've got it on this program, and they cut out... You find they cut out...
Are you on solids at the moment?
Okay. Willie, Mad Dogs and Englishmen go...
British Airways.
Tim, a rule for life from the Bible for you. Let not the sun go down upon your...
Let not... Please. Let not the sun go down upon your newspaper order.
Rashly, I'm going to ask if any of you have got any more of those.
If at first you don't succeed, you still say on as Prime Minister.
Lies, damn lies, and citizens' charters.
Ooh. My love is like a red... Well, see for yourself, Doctor.
Any more, or can we go on? Let's go on.
Let's go on.
Because it's time now to play the game called Mornington Crescent. In deference to the fact that we're in Edinburgh, we shall attempt to play the more refined Scottish version of the game, Morningside Crescent. Apart from certain important differences, this version follows our own standard rules. Though, as you'd expect, shunting and straddling are generally considered unacceptable. So, Tim, would you start, please?
Abercrombie Place.
Hill Street.
Queen Street.
Trafalgar Square.
Waverley Station.
Lothian Road.
Thistle Street.
The Royal... Oh.
Ah.
After Thistle.
Don't you drop in.
Oh, did you say we could shunt?
No, I said shunting and straddling are generally considered unacceptable.
But does that mean we can't do it?
It means that it depends what mood I'm in, but no. Why, were you thinking of shunting?
Well, I was thinking of shunting, but I was waiting for Graham. Because he, as you know, he half said it.
I half straddled.
He didn't say.
You can shunt then, though. If you half straddle, you can shunt.
Yeah, but it's not allowed. He just said it's not allowed.
I said it's not acceptable.
Look, North Bridge Street.
the
move.
North Bridge Street. All right.
Not acceptable to me.
I Humphrey on this
Cowan's
one.
close.
What?
Cowan's close. Can I not speaking clearly?
You talk about speaking clearly.
At least I can talk about it.
Take the trouble to explain the rules to you, and you...
What's that bit on the top of the cornflake packet again?
I can do it now. You could.
Royal Mile. I'm flirting with Dougal's entry.
Go in.
Buccleuch Street. Thank you. Thank you, Fan.
Hey! So you shunted?
What?
That was a deliberate
Don't
shunt.
point at me and accuse me of shunting.
Seriously, it was a shunt.
Was it? It was a shunt.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a shunt.
Well, Charlotte Square then.
Drummond.
An equally good move.
Drummond what?
Street,
Fife.
obviously.
Drummond Fife is one of the things I have up here.
NTT. Earl Grey Street.
Morningside Crescent.
Thank you.
I sometimes wonder why I've been...
shunting.
Why I've been cursed with you as a teammate sometimes. I do. You're all right for something to sing along with,
I can't
any intellectual.
I can't disguise a certain grim
What a
satisfaction that Tim Brooke-Taylor walked straight into that one. So we're going to walk straight into the next game, because it's time for a round of limericks. And I shall furnish you teams, each of you with fertile first lines, which I'd like you to complete in limerick form, taking one line each. Graham, we're starting with you. While out on the banks of Loch Ness...
I was startled to see Rudolf Hess.
He shouted, "Who's won?"
The ignorant Hun.
I said, you did. In the end, more or less.
Right. Tim, here's one for you. The thing about wearing a kilt...
Careful, Tim. Is it tends to reveal how you're built.
You knew. But should you chance your arm...
It has an alarm.
And your sporran lights up and says tilt.
OK, your turn, Barry. One night I was roused by the pipes.
One night I was roused by the pipes, being played by a band of strange types.
They then tossed a caber
and shouted, "Vote Labour!"
My sporran lit up and said, "Christ!"
OK, finally, Willie. There's a small breed of dog called a Scottie.
There's a small breed of dog called a Scottie, who's house-trained and sits on a potty. See the picture?
He gives a loud yap. Oh, dear.
That mischievous chap.
Then stands up and wipes his wee body.
The next round, thank goodness, is called Swanee Kazoo. Throughout history, mankind has constantly struggled to combine two different items in the hope of creating something remarkable and unexpected. Amongst his most noted successes, one would have to count the hot air balloon, the electron microscope, and the strawberry jam and peanut butter sandwich. However, few such combinations in any sphere can match the delightful harmony that can be achieved by uniting the haunting lyricism of the Swanee whistle with the impudent euphony of the kazoo. Teams, I'd like you to create this noise for us now, but before you begin, I'm obliged to introduce one of man's less successful combinations, that of Colin Sell with the piano. Tim and Willie, you're going to start. I'd like you to start with a rendition of Let's Call the Whole Thing Off.
Oh, hit it, Cole.
Hold it. Don't just barge in. I haven't finished. I've got yards of this stuff to read out.
Remember the clangers?
To feature Willie Rushton on kazoo and Tim Brooke-Taylor on Swanee whistle. Thank you. Did you know your Adam's apple goes up and down when you play that? Fascinating. Yeah, it does. Go on. Yeah. Your turn, Barry and Graham, and your song is The Laughing Policeman, and it's to feature Barry Cryer on kazoo and Graham Garden on Swanee whistle. I forgot to tell you at the beginning that we're judging the winners from that round on the audience's applause. Well, all good things come to an end, and so by rights this programme should go on forever. In case it doesn't, we'll just try and squeeze in a round of Vicars Film Club. In this round, teams, I'd like you to suggest, please, some titles of films likely to be popular with the clergy. Barry, will you start, please?
Oh, what a rare pleasure. The High and the Mitre.
All quiet on the Western Front.
A fistful of dog collars.
It's a star-studded film, this. The Seven Deadly Synods. Charlie Chaplin, James Dean, Richard Pryor, and Russ Abbott as Captain Kirk. Not forgetting Nicholas Parsons. On second thoughts, you can forget Nicholas.
What's up, flock? Silence of the Bands with Hannibal Rector.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Advent.
An officer and a gentleman.
Cloister Encounters.
Pope Eye.
April in Parish.
Cleric the Viking.
I'll give you 2 clues before I do this one, because it's rather difficult, this.
Okay.
Sir Eric Guinness and the film is called Bend Over the Cathedral Choir. You'll wake up tomorrow morning and roar with laughter.
The Abbess.
What?
The Abbess. Starring Liz Taylor with hymn number 83.
At this point,
The Padre's over.
The First in the Pew, starring Winston Churchill.
Tom Courtney in The Blesser.
well, with the...
Psalm, Song and Delilah.
And, well, with the big hand pointing upwards and the little hand pointing towards my digital watch, I notice that we've run out of time. Join us again next week when we'll be in Bury St Edmunds. Meantime, from the teams and myself, goodbye.
Tim Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Graham Garden and Willie Rushton have been given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by John Naismith. Presents I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Littleton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the wildest programme that takes a lucky dip into the bran tub of comedy and unfailingly pulls out a handful of bran. This week we're coming to you from historic Oxford, the city of which Vasco da Gama once said, where? Anyway, we're the guests today of the Oxford Playhouse, a splendid theatre with a long-standing reputation for presenting only the finest entertainment. A reputation which, I'm pleased to say, for 50 quid and a mention on the radio, they couldn't have been more happy to compromise. And here to do it for them are, on my right, Willie Rushton and Tim Brooke-Taylor. And on my left, Barry Cryer and Graham Garden. Oxford is, incidentally, a city that holds fond memories for our regular scorer, Samantha, for it was here that she got her first. Thanks to a helpful old Don, and as second, thanks to an obliging member of the university rugby team. Unfortunately, Samantha can't be with us today, as she's currently enjoying
what?
Well, she's currently enjoying an unexpected role in the West End, so... In her absence, please welcome the delightful and well-oiled Sven. Right, teams, our first round is entitled Complete Song Lyrics, and it celebrates the work of the lyricist. And quite rightly, because where would a song be without a decent lyric? On a Rolf Harris album, I expect. In this game, teams, I shall provide you with the first lines of some famous songs, and I'd like you to complete them for me. Barry, here's your line. If a picture paints 1,000 words, then why can't...
Jeffrey Archer draw.
Willie, should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind?
Yes.
Tim, here's one for you. I'll sing you 1-0, green grow the rushes, oh, what is your 1-0?
I'll have a large one. Oh.
Graham, here's a snappy one for you. I know I stand in line until you think you have the time to spend an evening with me. And if we go someplace to dance, I know that there's a chance you won't be leaving with me. And afterwards we drop into a quiet little place and have a drink or two. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like...
I'm Humphrey Littleton.
Well, any publicity is good publicity, I say. Barry, here's another one for you. Isn't it rich? Are we a pair? Me here at last on the ground, you in midair. Send in the...
Osteopath.
Willie, oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling.
Concentrate on the show, Hub.
Perhaps you care to repeat that?
No, I wouldn't. Yes, I will. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling.
God, that was quick.
Right, teams, it's open to you. Do you have any more
suggestions? Foreplay as we know it, I think. I didn't think it was that.
Any more suggestions?
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, shut up.
Oh, give me a home where a buffalo don't lie about on a sofa eating crisps.
Any more? Okay, well, we'll go on to the next round. It's a musical one which involves singing one song to the tune of another. And it's called One Song to the Tune of Another. The game is not to be confused with Andrew Lloyd Webber's popular Greatest Hits LP, One Song to the Tune of the Same Song. I must warn you, teams, however, that it's not nearly so easy as it might sound. And certainly not when you consider that you'll be accompanied by Colin Sell at the piano. Okay, Barry, you're going to start again, and I'd like you to sing Old MacDonald Had a Farm to the tune of One from chorus line.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-E-I-O. And on this farm he had some chicks, E-I-E-I-O. With a chick here and a chick there. Here a chick, there a chick. Everywhere a chick. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had some ducks, E-I-E-I-O. A quack here, and a quack there. Here a quack, there a quack.
Oh, that was our winner this week, Barry. Okay, Graham, I want you to sing the words of I've Got a Brand New Combine Harvester to the tune of Wandering Star.
I got a brand new combine
Let's get together in perfect harmony. I got 20 acres and you got 43 now. I got a brand new combine harvester.
Okay, it's your turn, Tim, now, and I'd like you to sing the words of Tie Me Kangaroo Down Sport to the tune of Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. Keep me cockatoo cool, cool. Keep me cockatoo cool. Don't go acting like cool. Just keep me cockatoo cool. All together now. Tie me kangaroo down, small. Tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, small. Tie me kangaroo down.
That was next week's winner, Tim Brooke-Taylor. Now, Willie, you're going to sing the words of Hello, Hello, Who's Your Lady Friend to the tune of Zorba's Dance.
Could I do Zorba's Dance to the tune of Hello, Hello, Who's Your Lady Friend?
You may, if you want. You can do what you like on this show.
Oh.
I'm just the chairman.
Hello. Hello. Who's your lady friend? Who's the little girlie by your side? Hello. Hello. Hello again. Hello. Jeremiah Jones, a ladies' man, was he. Every pretty girlie loved the spoon until he found a wife down beside the sea. Went to Margate for the honeymoon. When he strolled along the promenade with his little wife just newly wed, he got an awful stare when someone strode there. Then up to him and winked and said,
And according to Sven, Willie is the runaway winner of that round. Our next round is entitled Commentaries. In this round, teams, I'd like you please to provide a commentary on a certain historical event, but in the style of my choosing. And we're going to start with you, Tim and Willie. The Gunpowder Plot in the style of Raymond Chandler.
She stood in the middle of the office. Wide hat, shades, some sort of cloak. She had great legs so I could see them from the knees down. Here's looking at you, kid. I said, who are you?
Guy Fawkes.
Her beard moved up and down like voles mating.
You, Marlowe,
she said. I'm Marlowe, I said.
God, Dr. Faust, this is boring,
she said. I lit up a cigarette.
Don't do that!
She said,
I'm a living bomb.
You can say that again, baby, I said. She walked slowly over to the window.
I'm going to blow up the Houses of Parliament,
she said. Well, I said, they can't hang, draw, and quarter you for that. But they did.
Barry and Graham, I'd like you to comment on the assassination of Julius Caesar in the style of Ian McCaskill.
Friends, Romans, countrymen.
Ooh!
Do you want to know who I am?
not really, but who are you?
I'm the soothsayer. Sooth.
There you are. And what do you want?
Well, looking ahead, or in your case behind, advisedly, forecast for the Ides of March. There's a build-up of conspirators moving up from the south. At the front, number 1 there, Brutus. Behind him, number 2, Cassius. Way at the back, 23 Celsius.
Yes, very good. And what's the outlook?
Hail, Caesar.
Oh, good. Jolly good, I thought that was. Our next round is called Cheddar Gorge, and it's just one of the many games derived from famous British landmarks. These include Tower Bridge, a card game for very tall people, Winchester Cathedral, which provides the chance to win Chester Cathedral, and, of course, Beachy Head, invented by our own Sven while holidaying at Camber Sands. Anyway, as you'd expect from its title, Cheddar Gorge is a novel game requiring the team members to construct sentences by each of them uttering one word at a time. The object is not to complete the sentence. To complicate the game needlessly, I'd like each word you say, teams, to begin with the same letter. And the letter is L, and Willie, will you start, please?
Low.
Who's your lady friend? No, low. Lively.
Leslie.
Leapt.
Lusciously.
Lest.
Lissomely.
Leopard-skinned.
Lolita.
I haven't heard the beginning of a sentence.
Patience.
Leotarded.
Languorous.
Lurid. Latex clad.
Lady.
Leapt.
Lissomely.
Repetition.
Lepetition. Oh, your nose just fell off.
Looking.
Luridly.
Lasciviously.
Lovely.
Like.
Liver.
Well, no doubt the teams will continue to play this game, but this is where we have to leave you and go on to the next round. This round is called Critics Forum, and in it, teams, I'd like you to take the parts of critics. Well, wouldn't we all? Your job, teams, is to discuss a certain subject of my choosing about which you're in two minds. I'd like you to start off by being very positive about it until either I do this or I make a noise with my hooter. At which point I'd like you to be very negative about it. Get the point? Okay, Tim and Willie, you're to start, and your subject is the Eurovision Song Contest.
Well, I think this is a very underestimated contest because it brings in the whole of Europe together and it gets the spirit of every country. Wouldn't you say, Willie?
Well, it's a splendid vehicle for Terry Wogan, as indeed is a hearse. It's a mishmash. It's the most appalling music you'll ever hear.
And lyrics, absolutely appallingly.
Particularly Norwegian lyrics, which are lyrical. Let me sing you the last excerpt. And again, if you look at it from the other direction, it's still...
Echoes back off the field.
It does.
That's why Norway always gets no points, and they should get more, in my opinion, because just because we don't understand the music and the lyrics of their country doesn't mean that we should.
That we should.
Okay, your turn, Barry and Graham, and your subject is don't forget your toothbrush.
Ah, well, what a breath of fresh air that is.
This is what television's been waiting for.
Welcome addition to the televisual canon.
Open, accessible television. And is that what we've been waiting for, we ask ourselves?
I don't think so.
I think not. Chris Evans in Nurembergian mood.
Yes.
Don't you warm to him?
Absolutely.
That man has his finger on the pulse.
On the jugular of popular culture in this
places
country.
we won't even mention. Will the man stoop any lower? No,
he
reply.
won't. No, nor does he need to. What an excellent programme.
Right across the board. And bored is the word we're looking.
Yeah, that went all right. It's now time to play our version of Call My Bluff, the popular television program which fell foul of the watchdogs when Frank Muir memorably defined the word rancor. In this game, teams, I shall provide you with an obscure word, and I'd like you, please, to provide some definitions for it. Right, I'd like you to start, please, Barry, and the word is... Tarama salata.
Oh, well, this is a thin sausage. Eaten in the southern states of America after Catholic services. Mentioned in Margaret Mitchell's book, Gone with the Wind, but not in the film, in actual fact. The only food reference in the film is when Scarlett O'Hara, a good Catholic girl, begs Rhett Butler for some cheese, and he refers her to Robert E. Lee's brother, Frank. Frank Lee, my dear, I don't give a damn, but in the book, they eat these sausages after Catholic services in Scarlett's ancestral home. And they are not called chipolatas, they are called Tara Mas alatas.
Okay, Willie? The first time I saw the word Tara Masalata, it was, in fact, Tony Slattery's autograph, and he'd been in his cups when he'd written it. The word, however, actually is right. It's Tomorrow's Laughter. And it's a BBC school for studio audiences. The studio audiences have actually gone downhill rapidly. They don't know when to laugh, when to whoop, when to stamp their feet, when to burst into tears. And so under this name, Tomorrow's Laughter, they're going to involve the public and get people really who understand humour and laugh along with you. Unlike this lot here, you see. They'll be first in the queue.
Right, Graham?
I shall be brief. Tara Masalata is a corruption of the Mediterranean term. The phrase describing the horror, disgust and shock that you experience when you see something crawling out of your salad. And it's a traumatic experience, and the word comes from trauma and salata. Salad trauma or trauma salata.
And finally, Tim, what's your definition?
Well, it's in fact pronounced unicorn. And it's a horse with a horn on the front of it.
Makes sense to me, Tim.
There is rather disappointingly another version, which is it's a Liverpool farewell to one's parents. It's Tara Masalada.
At this point, you're no doubt waiting for me to sum up, and you can jolly well go on waiting. No, I'll tell you. I dismiss you, Barry, instantly. Your definition didn't hold water, because in the American South, there's no such thing as a thin sausage. There's not a thin anything in the American South. It's all absolutely
you must get
jumbo.
around more,
Tomorrow's laugh. Oh, well, forget that. Trauma salata. I was tempted by that one, but not for long. I'm going to go for Tim and unicorn. Don't know what you're clapping for. We haven't finished yet. He's got to unfold that silly bit of card in front of him and hold it up.
Oh.
Oh. Look at that. I bet you didn't expect that, did you? Well done, everybody. Our next round is entitled Just a Minim, which fans of Nicholas Parsons will know as Farming Today. In this round, team members should attempt to sing a song of my choosing without repetition, deviation, hesitation, or repetition. Those not singing may buzz to challenge, and you'll be accompanied on the piano teams by Colin Sell, who, I'm informed, mastered chopsticks at 2. And was apparently drinking out of the finger bowl by 4:30. Okay, now. The song is It's Not Unusual. Graham, will you start, please?
Repetition.
Challenged by Willie. No, he flattened the 9th.
Oh, right,
in that
sorry.
second chord.
I see what you mean. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's quite common to have fun with anybody. But when I see you hanging about with certain persons, it's hardly surprising to see me cry. I want to die. It's not unusual to go out at any time. But when I see you out and about, it's such a crime. If you should ever want to be loved by anyone, it's not unusual. It happens every day. Help! No matter what you say, you'll find it happens all the time. It's not unusual. It's not unusual. It's not unusual. It's not unusual.
Beautifully sung, but that's not exactly the point.
That was perfect. Excellent.
Well, while we... A little
wouldn't have
pause
liked
now
to do that myself.
for the buzzer machine to cool down. Tim and Willie, you're going to sing now, and the song is There's a Hole in My Bucket.
There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza. Nice Frida. There's a gap in my receptacle, dear Elizabeth. A gaping dent. Then repair it.
Gargantuan hesitation.
Only for effect.
Which wore off rapidly. Enormous hesitation.
I think I'll take a point or two off for that, because it was a bit long. Right, carry on.
Then mend it, dear Georgie, dear Barry, dear Gregory.
Repetition of dear. Repetition of dear.
Well, of course there is. I can't
Two
think of anything
dears.
else. It's bad enough trying to think of a lot of different names. But all right, I give way to you.
Was the deer spelt the same each time?
Well, no, it wasn't. Honestly. As you would go, and one said it was capital letters, then it was in lower case.
What do you want to do, teams?
Go on.
Okay. Well, it's almost the end of the programme now, and Sven tells me that he's rather hot and sweaty, so while he nips out to the college washroom and before he returns feeling a little fresher, we'll enjoy it. Now what? We'll enjoy a bracing round of Barmens Film Club. Barmens Film Club. In this round, teams, I'd like you please to suggest some titles of films likely to be popular with an audience of barmen. Carry on.
3 Men and a Baby Shower.
4X from Navarone.
The Booze Brothers.
The Bottle of Britain.
The Clarets of Wimpole Street.
The Tequila Mockingbird.
Just as I was about to say the Drambuie Busters.
Oliver Reed in License to Spill.
Easy Cider.
Low-Cal Hero.
Cherringtons of Fire.
Schindler's Pist.
Well, ladies and gentlemen.
Tristram Shandy, starring John Wine and Wallace Beery.
And Kim Bollinger.
Alec Guinness in Oliver Twist. Think about it.
Well, one glance at my watch tells me that it was made in Taiwan, and another that we've run out of time. Join us again next week. In the meantime, it's goodbye from all of us. Goodbye.
Tim Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Graham Garden and Willie Rushton have been given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by John Naismith.
Is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Littleton.
Thank you and welcome. As usual, I have with me 4 gentlemen whose happy task it is to keep our audience rolling in the aisles. But enough of our studio attendants, let's meet our teams. Tim Brooke-Taylor and Willie Rushton on my right. Barry Cryer and Graham Garden on my left. And we start with the round called Calypso. This is the one where each team has to improvise a calypso, with the members of the team taking alternate lines and assistance provided, of course, at the piano by Colin Sell. I'm going to ask Tim and Willie now to give Barry and Graham a subject for their calypso.
We thought we'd be right up to date with a microchip calypso. Oh, guitar. Let's not give him a chance. La la la. No, calypso.
Well, I must admit, sir, a friend of mine gives very large tips.
Because he has a firm making microchips.
He's been so successful, so he says.
He's moving into smaller premises. Ole, Riva.
I shall be judging this round, teams, by the volume of applause, and volume and length of applause from the audience.
Oh, now he tells
So you really haven't got off the ground yet. So, Barry and Graham, will you give a subject to Tim and Willie, please?
Equally hot topic. Yes. The SDP.
Whoa. I got a leaflet from the SDP
saying the middle of the road is the place to be.
That's all very well, but have they ever thought
you could get run over by a juggernaut?
Well, I think Barry and Graham, you have to agree that they got the greatest applause on that one.
Do we have to?
You have to, yes. And I'm going to give you now the late arrivals that you're going to have to announce at the end of the programme. I'm going to ask you to announce late arrivals at the Linguists' ball. Late arrivals at the Linguists' ball. And we come on to Mornington Crescent now. This is the moment when I can announce the winner of last week's Mornington Crescent competition. As you may remember, we stopped the game when Tim said King's Cross and asked you to suggest what Barry should say so that Willie could say Mornington Crescent immediately afterwards. Well, we received hundreds of postcards, which I have here in a hat. And I'm delighted to say that most of them gave the correct answer, which was, of course, Marble Arch. The first one out of the hat, which I have here, belongs to, wait a minute, Marcus Platt of Holloway, who gave the correct answer. Marcus Platt of Holloway, congratulations. Cell 236 to be precise. And
the operation was a great success.
Marcus Platt will receive a copy of the I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue book. Incidentally, he doesn't have to send us £1.95 as I suggested last week. It's £2.24. I forgot the postage. Okay, well now let's go on to an actual round of Mornington Crescent, and another listener, Mrs. Debbie Hyam, or perhaps it should be Higham, of Fulham, has decided to turn the tables on you teams by setting you a Mornington Crescent problem. And this is the problem which I want you to solve. If Graham says Highbury, Tim says the Angel, and Barry says Arnos Grove, then you should be able to get to Mornington Crescent in 3.
But that's not straight rules, Humph, is it?
No, this is the non-terminus variation.
Ah.
Tread gently, lads.
Angel after Highbury. On terminus rules can't be, surely.
Yes, it can. Of course, if you're
Why
starting.
can it?
Well, if you're starting with Highbury, you can't be wrong there. Arnott's Grove, the 2 A's. But yeah.
I mean, nobody would play Arnos Grove. Nobody'd play Arnos Grove there, though.
That's the point, isn't it? We'll try.
So what we're saying is Barry has been stupid enough to play Arnos Grove after the Angel.
That's what I didn't like.
That's what's unreal about this.
Yes,
situation.
exactly.
Right.
Right, okay.
Well, I could throw it open again with Goodge Street. That's a possible.
But Graham...
It's a helping hand
Graham has
at
got
a perilous
to say,
moment.
He's got to say Warren Street, which makes me King's Cross,
yes.
and there's no terminus. So that doesn't work.
Any ideas in the audience? Any suggestions?
I don't know what...
Where?
Heathrow Central.
Ah.
A load of rubbish.
Actually, that doesn't work either, unfortunately.
You ever played this game? No. Man's a fool.
No, I don't think... Do you think you're going to get it, teams?
Do you know what it is? Has she given her for this clever clog?
Well, I have a card here, and she hasn't sent the answer, unfortunately. So, Mrs. Debbie Hyam, or maybe Higham, would you please send us the answer? Or indeed, if any listeners at home have solved it while we've been fooling around here, send the answer in to us and we'll announce it at some future date, like August the 8th. Right, I think we'd better go on. Bad luck, teams.
Oh.
We'd better go on to a round called Heaven's Gate. And this is the round in which I ask our teams for suggestions on how to make a more expensive flop than Heaven's Gate. And let me remind you, those who haven't come across it, that was the 4.5-hour Western, which flopped, had to be cut to 2.5 hours, flopped again, was cut to 80 minutes, and looks like ending up as a commercial. The winning suggestion now will, of course, be sold to Lord Grade. And we'll go first of all to Willie. A more expensive flop than Heaven's Gate.
There's always Heaven's Gate Part 2. Or as a tribute to Lou Grade, possibly put the Titanic back where you found it.
Graham?
Well, at this moment in time, I should think a remake of The Railway Children. Or possibly The Nun Story, starring Oliver Reed.
Tim?
I would say the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, this is being sponsored by family grocers who insist that it should be a musical. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a musical,
suitable for children. And they're calling it the Tesco cold sore irritation. Don't think that'd make a lot of money and lose a bit.
Didn't make a lot of marks, Barry.
I think you could spend a lot of money and indeed lose it on a sequel to Arthur called Scargill. It's about a selfless union leader who cares only for his members. Science fiction.
Right, well, that puts Barry in the lead. Anybody got any further suggestions?
Tarzan sniffs blue tack.
Okay, well, with Tim and Willie now in the lead, we'll go on to a game called Feeding the Baby. This is a good one. For this next round, each team member has a baby's feeding bottle suspended in front of him on the end of a piece of string, and the winner is the first to empty his bottle without using his hands. The bottles contain pure milk, and, of course, keeping the bottle suspended at the right height is a highly skilled and arduous task, so we're delighted to have 4 complete amateurs from the audience to do it. So, if you would like to, volunteers would like to come forward, please. A round of applause for our 4 volunteers from the audience. So, if you two would go to, and let me just tell you,
have you given us
if you hold them by the string, they won't hold them up by the string.
They start.
That's right. Well, never mind. They'll have to grab at it.
It's an early delivery.
Right. Right. We'll start now. And as far as I can see, Tim Brooke-Taylor is racing ahead.
I was breastfed. It's not fair, this.
Barry Crow's been sick.
That was 44 years ago.
Willie Ruston's talking, so he's virtually disqualified. Barry Crow's got himself into a very awkward, twisted position there. I don't think he can get out of that. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Right, now, if you would come to me, the 4 volunteers from the audience.
Mummy!
Hold the bottles up upside down.
I'm engaged.
Because I'm thirsty too. And it looks from this.
Sorry, dear.
That's the winner. Tim Brooke-Taylor's the winner.
Oh.
Well done.
Thank you very much. And thank you. A round of applause for the 4 gallant members of the audience who came and held the bottles there.
He has an unfair advantage. He's still on it.
I hope you noticed that. During my commentary, I hope you noticed that I tipped Tim Brooke-Taylor to win that one, and indeed he did.
Yes.
We go on now to Sounds Peculiar, and this is the round in which I play a few bizarre sound effects. When I say I play them, actually I employ somebody to play them. And I want you to tell me what you think they are.
Humph, you did say it was Highbury followed by the Angel, then Arnott's Grove, didn't you? So I'm still worried about that. Sorry, I interrupted. I beg your pardon.
No.
Yes. Okay, Barry Cryer, here's your sound effect.
Steve Davis standing too near a pocket.
I think you're right. Can we hear it? Is it possible to hear that one again?
That's a scratch on the Dulux paint.
Graham Garden, here's your sound effect.
Yes, we really are trying to inject a serious note, aren't we? I think that was Cyril Smith amalgamating with the SDP.
Again, I think you're pretty close. Let's hear that again and see if you're right.
I think that's an unsuccessful competitor and it's a knockout.
The scream was Shirley at the hairdresser's, I think.
Hans and Lottie Hass going too far.
Tim, here's yours now.
That's Cyril Smith losing his deposit.
How would he know?
I think that's pretty good too. Can we hear that again? Okay, Willie Rushton, here's your sound effect.
Cyril Smith's getting it back.
Can we hear that again and see if he's right?
Diana Dawes making a comeback.
Well, that was fun, and scattering marks recklessly in all directions, we go on to a round called Straight Face, and in this round the aim of the teams is not to amuse the audience. Each panellist in turn says a word, and the first one who gets a laugh from the studio audience is disqualified. The remaining three continue the game in rotation until only one survives, and to that one I award, of course, all the remaining points. So, we're going to start now with you, Tim Brooke-Taylor.
Cheese.
Square.
Regalia.
Plinth.
Tilt.
Cramp.
What?
Willie got a laugh then when he said what?
Yes. Got a laugh with what?
What?
I said cramp.
Cramp?
You can't say the same word.
No.
Repetition.
It's fair to ask, though. Rug.
Plethora.
Ah, a titter.
Fool to yourself.
A titter for Barry, who's very reckless there. With
That was the other game. That was
the last round.
And gets disqualified.
Oh, no.
So we now go to you, Tim Brooke-Taylor, once again.
Silicon.
Tomato.
Wicket.
Bean.
Collywobbles. Funny about that.
It's the way you say it.
Well, this is interesting because it leaves two members of one team. So it's everything to play for. Tim and Willie, and we'll start with you, Willie.
Impedimenta.
There's always one.
Oh, thank you, Doris.
The lady there is still laughing from Collywobbles.
Yes, she suddenly saw the joke.
So we won't count that.
Armpit.
Dewlap.
Gregory powder.
What? A word, surely.
Sorry, I didn't know you were still in the game. I'm terribly sorry.
The audience kept a straight face, but Barry and Graham fell about. So that gives that round to you, Barry and Graham. Do you want to play another one of that? No, not a round. Right, we go on to sound charades. And this is the one where, using only the immense versatility of their voices, each team will in turn give us a charade of a play, a film, a book, or whatever, and the other team will then have to guess what it is or why they bothered to do it. And we have here a computerized board on which the answer goes up for our studio audience, once the gentleman can find the chalk. And also a mystery voice will tell you what it is at home. And we're going to start with Barry and Graham doing a charade. And for those of you listening at home, here it is from our mystery voice.
Heaven's Gate. Heaven's Gate.
Right. Barry and Graham, will you tell Tim and Willie whether it's a film, a play, a book, or whatever?
It's a film.
It's a film.
How many words?
2 words.
2 words?
Sorry?
2 words. Come on.
And are you doing it all in one?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Start now.
Yeah, boy, look who's that coming down the street there.
It's all day.
Yeah, look at him. He's hobbling a bit, isn't he? He's hobbling.
Hobbling and wobbling.
Yes, I think. He got one leg longer than the other or
I
something.
don't know.
I don't know.
Strange.
I've never seen him walking like that before.
No way for an undertaker to walk, is it?
No.
He's known as died a death in the village, you know.
Is he really?
Oh, yes.
Oh, you ought to join us here. That's enough of that.
OK, it's for you to guess now.
That's finished.
Hop along, Cassidy. It's 2 words.
The Irish, no. But the Welsh voice, was that throwing us, do you think?
Undermilk bottle was anything. I still got it all over my beard. Manuel in Cardiff. Well, I've seen it. It's great.
The name of the person involved is quite important.
Die?
No.
Oh.
Well, he did say die the death,
The
didn't
surname.
he? Death.
His occupation, will you tell them what the name of the surname of the gentleman involved was, to give them a little bit of assistance?
It was Di Evans.
Oh,
Evans
Gate.
above.
Oh, Evans Gate.
Yes, pretty good, Willie Rushton. That was very good, and without any help either. Now, Tim and Willie, you're going to do your charade now, and our audience here is going to be shown what it is on the board, and here it is for you at home through the mystery voice.
The Lion in Winter. The Lion in Winter.
Yes.
Right, Tim and Willie, will you tell them, is it a film, play, or what?
It's a film with 4 words, and we'd like to do it all at once.
Yes. Speaking purely as an elephant.
Yes.
I feel that I should be king of the jungle.
You think you should be king of the jungle?
I don't think you should be. And anyway, you're quite welcome to it. There's about 14 foot of snow and my feet are freezing.
Your feet are freezing. Think what it's like for me.
What, are you, a brass monkey?
Not exactly. King of the jungle I am, I reckon, but I'm low-slung.
Right.
Thank you, Nanny.
A lot of clues for you. Most of them irrelevant, I may say.
Yes. Do lions come into it at all? It is lions. Lions. The lion in winter.
Yes. Well done, Graham. That earns you a chance to do another charade with your team. That's namely Barry Cryer. And here it is up on the board, and for you listening at home, here it is through the mystery voice again.
Death Wish 2. Death Wish 2.
A play, a film, or a book?
This is a film.
Film.
3 words.
Oh, for God's sake, Mr. Shoemaker, come in from that ledge.
No.
Come inside through the window, Mr. Shoemaker, please. That's the 2nd time you've been out on the ledge this morning.
A load of cobblers. Mr. Shoemaker, I think.
In this case, the name is irrelevant.
Die Shoemaker, it was.
For those of you listening at home, I should tell you that Barry, during that short bit of acting, was poised on the edge of our stage here. It was really very dramatic.
That's the 2nd time you've been on the ledge this morning. Twice a...
Flabby applause from the audience there, indicating that you're...
Well, a pretty flabby audience. No offence, you understand.
Twice.
It isn't twicer, is it? Is it twicer?
No, it's not twicer.
It's not twicer, no.
The word twicer doesn't come into it.
Could we have the postman always rings as 1 word?
It's not exactly twice. The audience was getting...
2 times.
Well...
No, we said 2 times, sorry. 2 times.
Well, you're half right.
Squared.
Once. I don't think they're going to get it.
The Magnificent 2.
There may be some clever people in the audience who guessed it. Anybody got what it is? Oh, lady over there.
What did
the
she
one
say?
literate member of our audience.
With the binoculars.
Yes, she said it's Death Wish 2. Right,
soon.
Tim and Willie, you have another charade to do now. It's going up on the board rapidly, and equally rapidly, here's the mystery voice to tell you at home.
King Lear. King Lear.
Okay. Is it a play or a film?
It's a play. 2 words.
And we're going to do it all at once, starting now. Have you seen the Queen?
Oh.
I mean, have you seen?
I should Coco. Wait. It's no Queen, of course. It's my wife.
Right. Royal flash.
No, I'm afraid it isn't.
Is there a royal word, royal connotation in the title?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I've got it. King Lust. Would you buy Lear?
Yeah.
Yes, King Lear it is indeed, and it's level pegging now as we go into our late arrivals. And this is the point in the programme where we all sit back and listen to the teams giving their announcements for the late arrivals at the Linguists' Ball. The Linguists' Ball.
Will you please welcome all the way from Germany? Please, welcome from Germany, Mr. and Mrs. und Blitzen, and their daughter, Donna und Blitzen. Oh, please, they've forgotten the war, why can't we?
Snap your garters and roll out the tarpaulin.
Broach the oil
From
you
France, the Vue Française and their daughter Polly.
With the Blitzens, their friend with the rather dodgy false teeth, known to us all affectionately as Spray Kenzie Deutsch.
And also from France. Oh, from France also, Monsieur and Madame Swacky Malipons. And their daughter Annie Swacky Malipons.
Oh, marry you à la toilette.
And all the way from Belgium, Walloon.
Will you please welcome the Ology family, first of all, Philology, with his mother tongue and his French grammar.
Mr. and Mrs. Croat, and their distinguished and handsome son, Sir Beau Croat.
From Italy, ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome Signor and Signore Videcci, and their Cockney son, Harry Videcci.
Oh, there's Idiom Amin and his pigeon, English.
And all the way from South Africa, Mr. and Mrs. Econs and their son Arthur Econs.
Yugoslavia.
And Czechoslovakia.
What a great act they were. Oh, there's Patois Boulay. Singing my old Dutch and Sweden low.
Linguaphone.
Well, time's caught up with us at last.
Mr. and Mrs. Amo Italiano and their daughter Polly. Mr. and Mrs. need a phlegm to speak Dutch and their son Hugh need a phlegm to speak Dutch.
Bonsoir, madame and monsieur.
That puts Tim and Willie in the lead for this week, and they're the winners. Round of applause for them, please. And also to Barry and Graham for getting the most marks. And from all of us, goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graham Garden, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Willie Rushton were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by Paul Mayhew Archer.
Good evening, and as usual, we go straight into a round which brings in Dave Lee on the piano. This is the round where members of each team sing a song taking alternate words. Now, if you make a mistake, I shall make you start again faster. So we'll start with you, Tim and Bill. Here are your words, and you're going to sing accompanied by Dave Lee at the piano. Chirpy, Chirpy Cheep. Dave.
Last night I had I was singing, I've lost my voice, I've got a bad throat.
Oh. No.
It was all coming through.
Another sick comic.
It was... Right. It wasn't picked up on these rotten BBC mics. It's not my fault. I was singing perfectly loudly then.
Dave, I think we might take that one a little bit slower, shall we?
Last night I heard my mama singing a song. Chirpy, chirpy, cheep, cheep. Woke up this morning and my mama was gone. Chirpy, chirpy, cheep, cheep, chirpy, cheep, cheep. Your mama's gone. Little baby gone. Where's your mama, boy?
It's pathetic. With your team putting in a plea of cruelty. All right, then, do it again faster.
Oh.
That's it.
I hope you take the hospital. Last night I heard my mama singing a song. Chirpy, chirpy, cheep, cheep. Woke up this morning. Ooh-wee. Chirpy, chirpy, cheep, cheep. Chirpy, chirpy, cheep, cheep. At the Friars.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Rotten. I'll give you the marks later on.
What a silly song.
Barry and Graham, you have a rather more intellectual song to do. This one is Nobody Loves the Fairy When She's 40.
It's not true, I tell you. Nobody loves a fairy when she's 40. Nobody loves a fairy when she's old. She may still have a magic power, but that is not enough. They like their bit of magic from a younger bit of...
You broke down in the middle, you'll have to do it again quite considerably faster, because I think that was a bit easy for you.
Nobody loves a fairy when she's 40. Nobody loves a fairy when she's old. She may still have a magic power, but that is not enough. They like their bit of magic from a younger bit of when once you're
Okay. I think we'll finish that one there, because I want to tell you the marks. And we go on to the next... The next round it's not really a round. This is where I introduce a round that's played, in fact, at the end of the programme, in order to give the teams time to think of silly names for people arriving at the Clothiers' ball. Right.
Clothiers' ball.
Now we have the round called Garble, and in this round I give each team a situation to improvise, but the improvisation must be in garble. There must be no recognisable words. There's been a certain amount of cheating in the past in this, and I'm going to be very strict. If I recognise a word, watch out. We start with Graham and Barry. Your situation on which you have to improvise is an Indian prince explaining to a Texan guest how to kill a tiger with your bare hands. Right, I should have told you in the audience that the master rely on your applause. But to tell you on his truth, with Bill Oddie in the throes of pneumonia playing for sympathy, I don't trust you to do that, so I shall give marking instead. And Tim and Bill, it's your round now. And your situation is an Irish writer and raconteur seeking employment in a Chinese laundry. An Irish writer and raconteur seeking employment in a Chinese laundry.
I thought I was doing the Chinese.
Tonight, don't push me. Lucky to get anything, that's hurt me. Got a shredded
Can you sort out who's doing what?
Yes, certainly.
Yes.
Right, certainly. I'm Adolf Hitler.
I brought me out of town, and I couldn't later as soon as the time. And I couldn't have anyone say, "How you doing?" And I have up in the comb and the fire in the phone, and the thing in the drone, and the up on the line, and sitting with the lying out in the sunshine, and can you get it? And you get it, can you get it? Can you do it? Can you do it? Good fried rice? I don't bother.
Right, well, I recognize 3 English words and about 18 Chinese words.
Nevertheless, sideways.
I think that yours is probably the best of the two, so that puts you slightly ahead. And now we come to the next one, which is called Bedtime Story. This is a round which we haven't had before. And in this round, I want one of the members of each team, in turn, to make up a bedtime story. From time to time, he'll give his partner a signal for a suitable sound effect to reinforce the dramatic effect of the narrative. For extra excitement, the person doing the effects will be wearing headphones padded with cotton wool to prevent him from hearing the story. Tim Brooke-Taylor, you're going to start this one, and Bill, you're going to do the sound effects, so will you come out and apply the headphones, please? Your story, Tim, must involve a giant and a white mouse.
Once upon a time, long, long ago, little Ben, there was a huge giant, and his name was Rumble Bumblebow. You could always tell when Rumble Bumblebow was on his way because he made a noise like this. He was a sad giant because always he'd wanted to go fee, fi, fo, fum. But every time he went, or he went. One day he was sitting on a rock. Well, when I say a rock, it was a mountain, in fact, but to him it was a rock. And up came a little white mouse. The little white mouse, name was Gertrude. Funny, because it was a male white mouse. And the male white mouse said to the giant, the giant caught the train of thought. said, is your name Gertrude? And Gertrude said, yes, how did you guess? And he said, because I've read this story before. And then the giant turned around and stamped on the little white mouse, and the little white mouse went... Most sad story.
Okay, very good. Tim and Bill. Now, Graham and Barry. Which of you... Barry, you're going to do the sound effects, I believe.
Am I? Oh.
Graham, will you start your story involving Father Christmas and a dragon?
It was the night before Christmas, and Father Christmas was getting his sleigh ready to take all the presents to the children. He got all the reindeers outside, and he shouted, "Hello, reindeers," and they all cried, "Great." In spite of himself, Father Christmas went on with the story. They got into the sleigh for a test drive. Off he went into the sky. The wind whistled and the thunder roared and the snow all around him. He didn't know snow could do that, but he was wrong. Then he saw a chimney up ahead of him, and he thought, I'll just pop down here and see if I still fit. So he landed his reindeer in the sled. It's a great one. He landed his reindeer in the sleigh, got down the chimney, and suddenly a great blast of flames and smoke flew up the chimney, and Father Christmas cried with remarkable self-control. Leaping from the roof and peering through an upstairs window, he saw that there was no fire in the grate, but breathing up the chimney was a young dragon. The young dragon turned and saw Father Christmas at the window and exclaimed, well, that's the trouble with dragons, no sense of humor. So Father Christmas climbed in through the window and went up to the dragon to take him to task for burning his defense. What do you think you were doing, said Father Christmas. I'm sorry, said the dragon. And at that moment, the house shook as they heard. One of Santa's fairy helpers is shaking the house to draw his attention. What's the matter? What's the matter, said Father Christmas. It's simple, said the fairy helper. Listen to this.
And they all lived happily ever after. That puts Barry and Graham very slightly in the lead. And we come to the next round, which is our calypso round. This is the round when each team has to improvise a calypso, with the members of each team taking alternate lines, and assistance is provided, of course, by Dave Lee at the piano. Now, first of all, Tim and Bill, will you give Graham and Barry the topic for their calypso, please?
Yeah. You know what? Topic for Graham and Barry's calypso this week is the commercial radio calypso. The commercial radio calypso. We all look forward to hearing it. Baby, know you from me?
I love this. We played this. Oh, yeah. And have any mountains. Oh, dear. Oh, I'm going to sing in a minute. No, I won't. I'm enjoying it too much. No. It's getting to me. I woke up this morning. I shouted hip hooray. Commercial radio is here to stay. But you can't advertise on the BBC.
Colgate toothpaste works wonders for me.
You think they'll make now?
That's
Barry, your turn to give a subject to Tim, Brooke-Taylor and Bill Oddie.
And their subject is the stock exchange.
Don't be silly.
The stock exchange Calypso.
Everybody going to the stock exchange. Everybody! The stock exchange. Everybody to the stock exchange. The stock exchange. The stock exchange. Everybody going to the stock
Over in the stock exchange, there's great excitement as the news breaks that Barry and Graham have shot into an even longer lead, although I enjoyed it, as we go on to the next round, which is our sound charades. One team, as you know, has to guess the title of a book, play, or whatever, from the noises made by members of the opposing team. The audience can help here by applauding when they applaud when they're getting warmer, and hiss when they're getting colder. And Tim and Bill, I think we'll start with you on this one. Is yours a book, a play, or a what?
The film.
Film. Okay, here and for you at home is Misty Voice with the title of the film.
Last Tango in Paris. Last Tango in Paris.
Oh, that one. Right.
You need a clue. All right.
How many words, Bill?
Oh, well.
Four.
Yeah.
You're doing how many?
Memories.
We're doing it all together.
Doing it all together.
I wish you were home to join in.
Okay.
We were going to do this one, weren't we?
Okay, Tim and Bill, do your charade.
Ian, cut.
Down, gentlemen, please. Bonsoir. In unison. Yeah.
The Great Waltz?
No.
The Last Tango in Paris.
The old master.
You guessed it when I took my trousers off, didn't you?
Okay, well, we've got one more from Graham and Barry. Personally, I think this next one's a little bit too similar to the last one, but still, we'll carry on with it.
You mean it's the same?
Is this a film, a play, or what?
Television connections.
Television connections, right. Here is for those of you listening at home, is the Misty Voice for the last time to tell you the title.
It is Sportsnet with Coleman.
Right. Barry and Graham, how many words?
3.
And you're doing it in how many seconds?
Altogether.
Doing it all together. Right. Where you go?
Want it up? Where do you want it?
Put your bags over there.
Right. Oh, you're a cracker, ain't you? Whoa. Here, where do you want the nutty slack? What? You got it, yeah?
Coleman. Sports night with Coleman. Morning, love, was got to tell you. Yeah, well, it is. The nutty slack that threw me. That must be an old joke.
Tim and Bill have made an amazing recovery in that round, but are still lagging by 30 marks. Now we have a round called Make a Noise. In this round, I want each of you to make a noise. Bill Oddie. Tim Brooke-Taylor. Barry Cry. Graham Garden.
Got it.
Good. On form tonight, team. Now we have the ad-lib poem, and this is where the members of each team are going to make up a poem. Each team member must keep going until I press the buzzer, and then a member of the opposing team takes over. I shall bring the poem to an end in the event of filth, total breakdown, or when an artistic conclusion is reached. Right, we'll start one now from you, Tim. Sure. I'll give you a first line. This one is set in the West Country. Come Martinmas to a frosty be if the east wind do blow.
Could you repeat that, please, Hop?
I don't think so. Come Martinmas to a frosty be if the east wind do blow.
Come Martinmas will frosty be. Frosty?
It's so wonderful.
A frosty be if something... Oh, I've forgotten it all.
Wind do blow.
If the east wind do blow, I've got a thing to tell you, lads. And it's something. It's going to snow. It's going to snow. Snow because
the sky is all gone black. And if you look up there in the heavens... Don't do that, please, Jack. The nimbus and the cumulus have come together at last. Yes. Oh, you like to say nimbus and cumulus coming together? Have come together at last. And if you look through yonder window, you feel an icy blast. And that's because it's snowing now, and soon 'twill snow some more. 'Twill snow upon the roof, and snow upon the floor. 'Twill snow on me, 'twill snow on you. 'Twill snow on all of us here, and with a bit of luck...
I can't hear a thing. It just snowed down my ear.
Well, we can't improve on that one, and that maintains your lead, Tim and Bill. But it's still time for you to catch up, whoever you are. But, we come to the late arrivals. This is the point in the program where I sit back and allow the teams to give their announcements for the arrivals at the Clothiers' ball. Who's going to start?
Ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome to the Clothiers' ball Mr. and Mrs. Nat E. Pinstripe and their dog, Toothcheck.
Well, pity about that.
I was hoping it would be.
Will you welcome Mr. and Mrs. Sheen and their industrious mother, sewing Ma Sheen.
Right on, Greg.
And an old friend and accoutrement, Mr. and Mrs. Jockstrap and their son, who is Nicholas.
Followed by Mr. Runt and his wife, Runt.
That's it. After you.
Mr. and Mrs. Bowtie and their dandified son with measles, Spotty Bowtie, and his brother Dickie.
I'm from Scotland.
Oh, dear.
Mr. and Mrs. Mittens and their son, William Mittens. Fair enough. Around Russia, Commissar and Mrs. Icklestocking and their son, Serge Icklestocking.
They came to the medical board.
They're very popular.
I remember them.
Mr. and Mrs. Oot and their daughter, Grace Oot.
Mr. and Mrs. Tweed and their son, Harry.
Mr. and Mrs. O'Trousers and their father from France, Père O'Trousers.
What about Mr. and Mrs. Rack and their daughter, Anna? Anna Rack. Oh, please yourself. Monsieur et Madame est and their complete family. Jack est their body son from Corsica, Corse est, and little Gus est. Mr. and Mrs. Stick Support Stockings. And their daughter Ella Stick Support Stockings.
And from Australia, Mr. and Mrs. Bootsfoot the Mender. And their son, Brian Boots.
Mr. and Mrs. Shoes and their Buddhist their Buddhist daughter Zen Sybil Shoes. By a strange coincidence, all the way from Africa, bearing the same name as earlier guests, Chief and Mrs. Strap and their daughter Deborah Strap. Also from Africa, Mr. and Mrs. Devent and their son, Cy Devent.
So at this point, ladies and gentlemen,
How are we doing? Do we need any points?
we're lost,
You're
yes.
unwelcome.
Yes, you're still lagging.
Are we? Oh,
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Cockhat and their son, Billy Cockhat. One for the... Sorry about that.
At this point, ladies and
Probably a friend of Mr. and Mrs. Linsher and their son, Terry.
Join Mr. and Mrs. Mintress.
And their daughter Eve. Mr. and Mrs. Peace and their fish cod. I'm putting up a bold front tonight.
And also, and their pig, Skin Glove. And their car, Diggin.
we have to leave this exciting contest. For those of you who are still interested, the score will be announced during the 11 o'clock news. That's all.